Hơn 115 năm truyền cảm hứng cho các nữ sinh, ngôi trường khép kín chỉ với 185 học sinh, nơi khuyến khích phụ nữ theo đuổi ngành khoa học kỹ thuật. Đây là Westover School, môi trường nhỏ có thật sự có võ. Kiểm chứng ngay trong tập 6 của Boarding Pass.
Hey everyone, I'm here at the Westover School. This is definitely truly one of the schools with some of the most unique architecture that exists on campus. And I also hear that if you're a girl that's in your teenage years looking for schools, and if you're a family with girls, this is a school you don't want to miss. So let's check it out. Hey guys, I'm Phoebe. I'm here to hopefully explore Westover, and I'd love for somebody to help me out and take me around campus.
Yeah, of course.
Well, thank you. Phoebe from Vietnam.
Hi, I'm Chow. I'm a senior boarder from Vietnam as well. I've been here for all 4 years, so I should know my way around here.
Amazing.
I'm Sally. Nice to meet you. I'm from Beijing, China. I'm also been here for 4 years.
Incredible.
I'm Sissy, and I'm a junior. I'm also from Beijing, China.
Seeing the front of the Westover building. So this has been around since 1909. The walls are the signature yellow color, and it's decorated and embellished with all of these windows and doors that all bring light into the inside. So it is a beautiful building and even more gorgeous in the fall.
That's incredible. I can't wait to get this tour started.
All right, do you want to come on in?
That'll be great. It's a bit chilly out here.
Now we're at our main building, and on my left side, which is dining hall, chapel hall, and mail office, students just spend their times having their breakfast, lunch, and dinner in dining hall. And for chapel, we usually just have our Lumina every Thursday. A mailroom, definitely students gonna receive their package over there. In our hallways, there's a lot of artworks from the students, and then there's administration teams and student stores which offer student snacks and a lot of like Westover jackets. On your right side, you can see the red hall. Students are just gonna basically gathering around in the red rug. Moving up, we have our dorms, which is really cool because like all of our buildings are kind of like connected with each other.
So now we are in our quad, and it's in the middle of our main building. It's pretty beautiful. It's a nice place, and we have many traditions here. For students to celebrate. We have 2 spirit teams, which is over and west. On our right is the over tree, and on our left is the west tree. To the right side, here is the math corridor, and also there is the language corridor. We provide Spanish, French, and Latin courses here.
On the left, we also have our history and English corridors, which offer a variety of courses and electives for students to deepen their understanding of history and English.
And in our front, here is the Sally Port, which is a pretty cool place that connects the quad and our soccer field. But now I have a class and I need to leave, but I'll see you in my hydrology class.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks a lot for all of the introductions. Enjoy your class, and I'll see you in hydrology.
No problem. Bye.
Bye, Sissy. I miss you. We're now at the motor field, which usually fall soccer team plays over here and spring the lacrosse team over here. And moving on to the top of it, it's our arcade. And usually the students and faculty who want to see the game and cheer for our team, they usually sit here. And we also have our tradition over there for asking all the students to gathering on the arcade and having like a team Olympics thing.
To the left, we have the Lewis Buckley Dillingham Performing Arts Center. So this is where you have all things performing arts. So we have dance classes there, we have acting classes, we have technical theater, and we have costuming. That is all taking place in that building right there. As we move further along this side, we have the Y Center.
Y Center is literally like our special program over here. Over there, we have like different electives. For example, last year I took architecture and engineering, which is a really interesting course. We get to skip outside of school and like having fun like in Yale University. For our Y Center, we also include Makerspace, which offers students a lot of like materials for students to build their own project. And there is also 3D printers, and we're also able to learn about like 3D modeling over there if you're interested, and coding for sure.
Yes, we love our signature programs. In particular is WISE, Women in Science and Engineering. All students take a course called Creative Problem Solving, We hope they see themselves as engineers and problem solvers. And then about 60 students elect to go on into study engineering and computer science. And many of them feel very confident to go into the field of STEM. What I love about Westover is that every mathematician, athlete, every social activist and artist and researcher, problem solver, school leader is a girl. To grow up in a space that is like that for the young girls who go to school here. It changes how they think about themselves. So those students who are in AP Physics or in AP Math or discussing literature, leading our student program are all girls, and I think each student internalizes that and takes that confidence with them. We believe in their promise and potential. We don't see any barriers to what they can do, and because of that, they step out into the world full of confidence, with a wonderful network of friends and sisters, and ready to take on whatever it is, fills them up and gives them purpose.
Moving on is our FAC, which is also called for Athletic Center. Usually the FAC includes squash, light fitness, rock climbing, volleyball, basketball.
And to the right, we have Seven Sisters, which is one of the most special places at Westover. It has been around since the founding of Westover, and it is this large fireplace that is built entirely from stone. We go there to have bonfires for traditions. You can go up there and watch the stars. It is absolutely gorgeous at night, and it is also one of the most special and sacred places at Westover.
Westover is a gender diverse and very inclusive all-girls school. There are so many barriers that are broken when girls spend time together without the social pressures of a co-ed environment. They are able to more quickly engage in difficult conversations. They're able to spend more time engaging in content area and feeling more free and liberated to be their authentic selves. We also recognize that learning social skills in coeducational spaces is crucial to student development as well, especially at the high school age. And so we spend a lot of time and have built relationships with a lot of schools in our area to be sure that our girls have the opportunity to engage with boys at other high schools and other girls at other high schools, so that our community is bigger than just the 150 to 200 students here at Westover. Our staff and our faculty, our teachers and our administration are very committed to a girl-centered education because of the barriers that it breaks and the ways in which it embraces young women to be their authentic selves so quickly. And it allows us to just teach them and engage with them in ways that other co-ed boarding schools may not be able to get to, they aspire for, and may not be able to reach until junior or senior year on campus.
Hey Phoebe, we're now in our darkroom photography class, and this is my station. And I already took the film previously, so now I'm just over here for developing the whole pictures out. Yeah, my teacher is Caleb. He is really professional. He's really supportive.
Our academic program is at the heart of what we do here. Our students and teachers meet in classrooms with a small class size, and we believe in the power of small. So we are about 200 students here. Teachers and students know each other well. They focus on their intellectual curiosity, mastering skills in math and science and English and history. Our students take a global perspective. We have students from over 22 countries, and this informs the conversation in the classroom. We offer a number of AP classes in all disciplines, so students are able to excel, prepare for college in a really robust way. One of the things that's exceptional about Westover is our STEM program. So graduates of girls' schools are 6 times as likely to go into STEM fields in college and university, and Westover is certainly a part of that story.
What we'll do first when we take these sensors out is you'll just rinse them with a little bit of deionized water.
Another beloved program is called Invest in Girls. It's our finance program. Students take the courses over 3 years and really walk away from Westover with a robust understanding of economics and finance, of business that we feel like is particularly important. And then the third program is the Raisin Center for Global Justice, which is the hub of global conversations on campus. They run clubs, special programming, help us focus on our global exchange program, supporting our international students. They also support community service programs, a focus on environmental sustainability, and a sense of belonging on campus.
Hey, VC Sally, thanks for having me at the dining hall table. So tell me a little bit about all of the food offerings that exist on campus and what you guys love the most.
So we have like different food offerings. We have like food from different cultures sometimes. Sometimes there's also grilled cheese and mac and cheese, and sometimes there's also like Indian food like butter chicken, and sometimes also there's like Chinese food, rice or noodles, something like that. Yeah.
And every day we have really a special thing in our dining hall, which is the salad bar. And in the morning, it will become like a fresh fruit bar, including all different kinds of yogurt and different kinds of fresh fruits, like watermelons. And during the lunchtime, they're gonna switch to salad bar, which I have these from there. And they have like different kinds of sauce, even homemade Italian, and you can also build your own sandwich over there. And we have a station for that, so if students doesn't like the food like that is offered during lunchtime, they can definitely make their own sandwich by themselves. Or maybe just go upstairs. We have a student kitchen. We can just like make they can just like personalize like their own food by using their own materials and stuff.
Students have lots of preferences for food and eating, and we know that eating and nourishing our bodies is one of the most important things that we can do to be academically successful. Our dining hall is open for 3 full meals a day and is open to students for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and serves a variety of food for each meal. We work really hard with students to make sure that those options not only allow them to explore a diverse palette, but also comforts from home. Beyond those expectations, what students can also expect at Westover is the opportunity to provide regular feedback to our dining hall staff so that their recipes or their favorite things can be shared among the rest of the student population. Students are invited to submit recipes from home, and regularly we'll share meals for dinner and lunches in the dining hall that celebrate palate interests and like cultural celebration foods and things like that.
What are some of the traditions that you guys have here on campus?
Not gonna spoil a lot because some of them are in secret. Yeah, but we have Westover team over here. I'm a over.
I'm also a Volvo.
Yeah.
No West.
Yeah, Warriors is the best.
But mostly like many traditions are like separate as spirit team and the seniors.
Yes, our traditions. These are when I talk to the students and I ask them, what is your favorite thing about Westover? They all say the traditions, which seems a little funny as someone who's older because you think, oh, they like these modern things. That we have spirit teams, and they're kind of like houses in Harry Potter. So the kids are the Wests are overs, and the Wests are green, and the overs are red, and you find out when you're a new student which group you're in, if you're a West or an over.
And our spirit teams participate in a series of fun and social tradition activities like intramural competitions, maybe some cheering, and dressing up in fun spirit wear. Those traditions also extended to some things that are more deeper and meaningful to our community about what it means to be a student at Westover, what it means to build sisterhood, and connect on such a deep level with each other.
We also have like special trip during family and friends weekend, which is New York and Boston trip. And during that period, we were just like basically spending the whole day in New York or Boston.
Westover is located in a more rural part of Connecticut, but we are in proximity to some major cities and some really great identifiable landmarks in the United States. And so socializing both on and off campus are an important part of a student's experience at boarding school. So our weekend activities and our social activities outside of the classroom are really catered towards not only building friendships and exploring, hobbies and passions outside of the classroom, but they're also about exploring the local the local area and becoming residents of Middlebury, Connecticut as well. So our weekend activities sometimes look like movie nights here on campus, sleepovers in each other's rooms, cooking, baking in our student kitchen. We do trips off campus to local food marts and things so that students can have supplies they bring back on campus. Most notably, I think some highlights are student trips to major cities. We'll go to New York several times a year for day trips. We also visit New Haven and Boston. We've done trips to Providence, Rhode Island, so there's lots to see around the area, and those are important social experiences for our students as well.
And we also have many like traditions on campus. There are many like in the start of the year, and when new students come, they usually have like big sip. So like big sip is kind of help them to get involved in all those activities and like help out if they have any difficulties.
And with regards to community building, we have a lot of systems in place to help students make friendships and relationships outside of maybe their comfort level. And one of those programs is the Big Sib, Little Sib program, Sib referring to sibling. So all of our new students are assigned a Big Sib that is a returning student at Westover, and that Big Sib is someone who will greet their little sib, their new student, the minute they walk on campus, share information with them and welcome them maybe over a social media platform before they even arrive to Westover. That Big Sib, Little Sib relationship is something that both of those students can rely on, not only when there's a question or they're not sure where to go for class or they don't know how to manage this one specific thing, but also just friendship in the making and broadening their horizons and building a bigger community than they might already have.
For me, my big sib is my roommate now is Lucy. We have like got contact before the school starts, and we got like WeChat and other like social media contact. So I asked her a lot about like what do we need to prepare, and also I borrowed her textbook, so it's a pretty good way for me. And also I think this is also an opportunity to make friends with each other.
Hành trình du học bắt đầu từ ngôi trường dành riêng cho bạn. Với Finance School, bạn có thể tùy thích khám phá hơn 800 trường học tại 4 quốc gia bằng bộ lọc thông minh và chức năng so sánh đến 5 trường. Tìm trường theo địa điểm yêu thích với tính năng bản đồ trực quan. Finance School tìm ngôi trường phù hợp theo chuẩn riêng của bạn.
In the fishbowl, which is where I take most of my theater classes. So Westover offers an afternoon activities program, which is essentially an after-school block where you're able to do sports or theater or any kind of independent activity if you request it. I'm currently in the theater program. I have been in the theater program for 4 years now, so I'm a very old person in this program. Currently, what we're working on is the show Peter and the Starcatcher, which is based off of Peter Pan. I receive a lot of great support from my fellow actors here, from all the other departments, and especially from Liz, our wonderful director. So in the beginning of the year, you are given a form and this 3-day grace period where you're able to go and try out whatever activities that you would like. So this includes things such as sports or auditions for the plays, or you can go and apply for, again, an independent sport if you do one outside of Westover. And after that grace period, you pick your activity for the trimester, and then you were able to do that for the entirety of the period. And then when about Thanksgiving comes around, you're able to change the activity to a new one. So it gives you a lot of flexibility and a lot of variation in the activities that you'd like to do.
So we have a activities program that includes athletics and the arts, theater, dance, costume design, a whole wide range of opportunities. There's also a clubs program that we consider a part of that students can pursue their own passions.
So there's a few different clubs at Westover. I think we have over 35 clubs this year, all run by students, which is amazing. We have a few unique clubs in here. So we have things such as the Asian Food Club, which specializes in Asian food only. The club that I run is Spectrum, which is for the LGBTQ+ affinity spaces. There's a few other clubs as well that specialize in very niche things. So there's a film club, for example, or there's a K-pop group dance club as well, or a K-pop music listening club. So you have a lot of variety and a lot of different things that you can try at Westover. And if none of those suits your fancy, you can start up your own club as well.
So for fall, we have like volleyball, soccer, and also theater, dance, and cross country. For in the winter, it's like swimming or squash, basketball, and also like dance and theater is like all year long. I picked soccer is still basically because like my interest, and also I really like to go outside. I don't really want to like stay inside for all day long. I think I improved a lot from like playing soccer these 3 years. Like for example, like during playing games, it really practices you like how to think as a team and like be more decisive. Like if you get the ball, you need to know exactly like where you want instead of just like hesitating. And yeah, they are our coaches and also teach us like different ways of like practicing, and I think it's more like practice as a team and what like our team needs. Our coach will kind of film out every games that we had, and after the games we'll go and analyze what we did bad and what we can improve for these. And also there's like trainer on campus is also very supportive. If like you got injured or you need something like for your like injury or something, they will always like provide you for that help.
The dorms here at Westover are truly unique. And apart from the long corridor, I'm hearing that there's a very, very special way to knock here at Westover. And this is Chill's room, and she's invited me, so I'm gonna knock the Westover way. Hey, thanks for inviting me.
Of course.
Wow, look at this.
Welcome to my room.
Thank you.
So this is where we sleep and where we live. So over there I have my baby pictures with my brother, and I have all of these lights because I just love having natural lighting in my room. The big windows that open up for the sunsets and the sunrises, just absolutely gorgeous. I'm also a proctor here at Westover, which means that I do get to have a single room. So I have this room all to myself, but I had a roommate for 3 years at Westover, and that was an experience. I was homesick for the first couple of months because I really missed Vietnam, but having a community here and having my roommate here was just so incredibly amazing to just have these people around me and to have this community that I could embrace myself in and find a home in.
And the dorm parents are designated adults whose professional role at Westover is solely to support the residential experience at Westover. So our dorm faculty are not teachers and coaches and other things that you might find at other boarding schools, but they are ready to engage with our students. Our 9th and 12th graders live, are all connected and can build friendships outside of the classroom through the dormitory.
I never lived in the US before I came here, so I came here and there were just things that I never knew could exist. For example, the food here is completely different from the food I had in Vietnam.
So tell me a bit about how the dorms are like here at Westover.
Sure, so here we have 2 floors of dorms. When you begin as a freshman, you come into the 2nd floor. So you are living downstairs with everybody else in community, and as you get older and as you move through the grades, you move up the floors and you move through these different rooms and these different corridors. As well as all the dorms that we have here, we have bathroom facilities, laundry machines, we have a student kitchen here as well that allows students to cook their own meals or make anything or refrigerate food.
Hey ladies! Hey! We're in a very nice location. I hear some interesting things you guys have done in the commons.
Like
Oh yeah.
karaoke,
sleepovers, eating.
Of all the schools that you can choose in the United States, Westover's dormitory and the building structure around our dormitory is unlike any other. We house about 120 students in our boarding program, and our dormitory is one big building. This main building that we're sitting in right now is also our dormitory, and all of our boarding students live together.
I've made a lot of friends who I wouldn't really expect to be friends with. Like, as such a small school, you kind of get to know everybody in the community and not just your friend group, which I don't think usually happens in like a public school because it's so large and there's so many people that it becomes hard to get to know everybody in the space.
Also, we have many like orientations and activities at the start of the school years. For new students, it's definitely better for them to adapt into a new environment, and also like returning students, they get to know like new members and also kind of meet with their old friends. And also for international students, we also have like many international student orientation like right before everyone comes. So that's also a good opportunity.
One of the things that we take pride in here is at Westover is that every student knows an adult and is known by an adult. And that community of support and care around a student is robust and joyful. And one of the ways that we do that is through the advisory program. So each student is assigned an advisor. That advisor checks in with that student weekly or bi-weekly in a one-on-one meeting. And they're also in a cohort of advisees, a group of maybe 4 to 6 students that also meet with the advisor weekly. Away from home, it's a great person, whether it's a classroom teacher or a counselor or an adult that they just have been connected with in the community, that checks in with them, sees how they're doing around their academics, around their social life, around things that they might be thinking about in terms of class placement or even concerns, and is just there to help them be successful here on campus.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for my advisor because she's the one like always encouraging me like to go and conference with other teachers if I actually need help. Because back in China, for me, it's more like I'm not a talkative person. Whenever time I'm having troubles, I need to reach out to my parents and ask for extra classes, like online classes, instead of like just go directly to my teacher. Over here, it's just like a really special experience for me to just like reach out to my advisor, and then she gives me suggestions for whether should I reach out to my teacher or she can help me to reach out to my teacher. I'm having trouble like both academic and community life.
It's been so eye-opening to be here at Westover. Just spending the day here, it's so clear to me that this is a wonderful academic and self-learning opportunity for students. This is a place to be for girls to learn, to be comfortable in their own skin, dig deep into their academic pursuits, to build that muscle, to be really strong and independent and have all of these amazing initiatives, to be extremely confident and well-spoken.